Yo, 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 what's up? This is the second installment of the Zero to Hero video series where I'm starting completely from scratch offline to show how you can also get geared up and get some decent characters pretty fast. And I think since the last video I've spent about 20 hours playing the game. It's been like a week and a half since I recorded the last video. And let's just take a look at where we stand. So for the characters right now, I have 3 characters right here, 2 Sorceress and 1 Paladin. So the Paladin was where I started, and then I created the Sorceress to start farming, and now I just created another Sorc to have a lightning Sorc. So let's take a look at the one that I'm using for farming to find all of the gear. It's a new character I made because I wanted the high level Sorc to be the Nova Sorc, because it's much easier when you have a higher level energy shield. So we're missing a little bit on resistances, but it's okay, it's not too bad. And then we're now reaching the 105 faster cast rate breakpoint, which is awesome. Faster hit recovery, we're missing 5% to hit the 60 breakpoint, so let's just see if we cannot get that 5% faster hit recovery. That would be nice. And then what do we take off? We just take off some life, it seems. Alright, so we're hitting 60% breakpoint for faster hit recovery, and we're hitting the 105% breakpoint for faster cast rate, and we have 334 MF right now. I'm usually wearing a Shaco with a Topaz inside, but it's on the Paladin right now. So yeah, let's take a look. We have a pretty nicely geared out Sorc by now. We have Triangles for faster cast rate. We have the Oculus here for MF, faster cast rate, skills, Always for everything it gives basically. Shaco here for all skills, life and mana, damage reduction and MF, very awesome. We have a Maras here, it's the new one I found since the last video. And then I finally managed to roll a perfect spirit here with 35% faster cast rate, so we can easily hit the breakpoint. We have some boots here for MF and for resistances. Very nice pickup that I found since the last stream. 25% MF ring, because it's the highest MF ring that I found so far. Second highest is here. Nagel ring with 23%. And then we have an Arachnid Mesh, very nice for fast cast rate, all skills. And then we're using a Scholar's Eye here for MF. And we have a Geats here, basically perfect. We have Cold Charm here, Thunder Charm here. I have 1 Cold Skiller, and then just some resistant charms here. Faster hit recovery that we just put on to hit the breakpoint. We have MF charms, some life and resistance charms, and another MF charm. Then we found a very nice Annie here, super nice Annie. I think it took like 3 or 4 tries. I used the same safe hack that I told about in the last video to get a couple extra tries. And then yeah, just some resistance charms. So she is pretty awesome. I'm now on players 5, and she takes down Mephisto pretty easily, which is what I've been farming at the moment. So let's just take a look here how she plays against Mephisto. I usually farm it Terrorize, but the difficulty is not very different. So the only thing that's annoying is that he is very rough on our employee right here, our mercenary. He dies a lot. So Mephisto, I'm usually farming him on players 3. I know I did it on players 5 right now, but it's just to show. But I usually farm him on players 3 because he basically always drops 6 items on players 3, and it's the same on players 5. Like, I saw very little difference, so no need to put it up too high. And he doesn't give a lot of experience, so yeah, there's not really any need to do it higher than players 3. And so let's take a look at the other Sorc that we found here, that I made here. She's wearing some of all the gear that I found with the other Sorc. So we have also an arachnid mesh here. We have a very nice ring here with mana that I found. It's the reason that I took off the silkweave boots and now put on sandstorm trek here for fast hit recovery and for poison res. We're using your frost burns to get a nice boost to our mana. I like to be around at least 2000 mana because, as you'll see here, that way when we're actually spending mana here, it doesn't really go down. So this is like the sweet spot for being able to sustain for survivability and such, because if you're using the Nova and it drains your mana and you take down damage and it also drains your mana, then you're gonna have a rough time. So I find this around 2000 mana to be a very nice spot to be. We have here Crescent Moon, very nice sword to get this Nova Sorc started with some minus lightning res. I found the rune in one of the hell forges for the 3 characters I made. We have another Shaco here. I'm still looking for the Griffin. We have another Maris here. She's using a Viper Magi, and she also finally has a perfectly rolled spirit. And then we have a Bull Katos ring here that I found from Andy. So very nice, and she is using the same anni, otherwise she can't wear her gear, the shield at least. She has a nearly perfect Geats, and she has a lightning thunder here, and then she just has some resistance and a mana charm here with some fast hit recovery. Super nice charm that I found here. Mana, more mana, lightning res, and fast hit recovery. So let's see what breakpoints we're hitting. She is a little bit better off with resistances. The only one that really sucks is lightning. She has less magic find because I'm mainly just using her to farm keys. And she has 92 fast hit recovery, so she hits the 86 breakpoint, so we don't really need the 5% small charm that we're using. Faster cast rate, we're not hitting the 105 breakpoint. We could be if I would use triangles here, but it would greatly decrease our mana. You can see where you only get 1400 mana if I take off these gloves. So as soon as I get a CTA, or maybe even as soon as I get an SOJ for her to use, we can swap out the gloves here and put on a FCR ring. But yeah, I think it's only gonna be when I actually get the CTA that it's gonna make sense. So she plays really nice. I usually play her on players 3 because she doesn't have a Griffin yet, or an Infinity, or a CTA. So let's just take a look at what she does when she plays. Just buff up here, and then we basically just, usually I would just take out these elites because they're on the way anyways. So we go down here to Countess, and these are like the most annoying mobs actually, because they used to be lightning immune, but as you can see they die pretty easily. Sometimes they will get a little bit of trouble, sometimes we will die, like this one might kill us. Yeah, definitely go away. So yeah, when we meet these archers who used to be lightning immune and they have fanaticism, or they have might aura, or they have cursed, or they have a mixture of all of it, then it's not a lot of fun. So we just go down here. Usually I kill the elites on the way, As you can see champions here, but they all seem to be archers today. And it would be nice to have a little bit faster cast rate or higher faster cast rate, but that's just how it is right now. So we see if we get a good rune or a key that we can use, but we did not. And then we just go on to the next key. And here we usually meet a bunch of elites around this point, or a bunch of ghosts. So I like to kill the ghosts because they can drop more runes. I actually already found a Vex rune here doing the key runs with her. So that was super nice. I still haven't made the Hodo yet for the Paladin. I'm not sure that I will, but I think I will save it to see if I find another Vex rune to cube up to an Ohm, so we can make the CTA for her, because it's gonna just be so much easier with a lot of the characters with the CTA. And as you will see when we get to the Paladin, he doesn't even really need the Hodo. He is just doing just fine without it. So we take the last key run, and this is the main reason that I actually made this Nova Sorc, is because she is the character that I found most easy to do these newly tag runs quickly. Unless we get this mana curse here, but of course we're gonna get it for the video, so usually just wait for it to pass. And then he is also lightning enchanted today, so it's gonna be fun. As you will see, he's killing us a little bit here, but nothing that we can't handle, and rewards us with a key, so it was worth it. Pick up this Grand Charm. See if we found something we can use. Grand Charm. Nice. Very nice. And it even has life on it. Awesome. And let's see. The shield. No. I usually pick up the Paladin shields because we can get a 45 all-res one, which would be awesome. So yeah, I basically just do a lot of these key runs, as you will see, and save runes to reroll spirits. As you can see here, we already have here to make the Hodo, and then we also managed to find a bear rune on terrorized Andy. I know I showed it last time, told you that it's super important that you kill the mobs. This is why. We got this off of a fallen in the other room next to Andario's room, so that was super awesome. So let's just check out the Paladin, how he is right now. Just put this charm here for the other Sorc, so we can upgrade her. And let's take a look at the Paladin. So, as I said in the last video, I was going to get some keys and start running Ubers. So right now the Paladin is set up to do hammers. I was doing some chaos runs with him yesterday. Let's just put on the charm here. Check out the all-res. It's awesome. As you can see, we have over the top on all of them except for poison. We have pretty high damage, 7,500, and let's check the breakpoints. We have some 200% MF. We have 110 faster hit recovery, so that's way over the breakpoint that we need to hit. We hit the 75% faster cast rate breakpoint, and yeah, we could put on the arachnid mesh here, and put on our Viper Magi here to hit the 125 breakpoint on the fast cast rate, but I think it's fine. I think it's just fine here at at this speed. Like, it would be a little bit faster with the hammers if we hit the next breakpoint, but I think it's just fine for now. Also, this will give us some more MF to wear the Scalders. The build, I'm just using the same build I have been for a long time that I was using to kill Uber Diablo. I could put on another one, but for now it helps us cap out the fire res and the lightning res. We don't need it, but we have a dwarf star here because I like the fire absorb. We take a lot more hits here on the Paladin. And we have Raven's Frost for cannot be frozen. We have triangles for resistance and fast cast rate. We have a spirit here, just because, as I said, we didn't make the Hodo yet. Shaco, another Maras, and a very nice spirit here, which I rolled in a 45% all-res base. So that was super awesome. It could be a better base with more block chance, but the 45 all-res is just incredible. So Alder's boots here to hit the fire res, and Scholar's Eye, just like on the Nova Sorc or on the Blizz Sorc. And then we just have some resistance charms here. Like, I don't even need this one, but as you can see, we cannot wear the belt without it. So some life, and poison res, and another Geats here. So let's just take a look here. I usually play him on around players 5. Let's just take a look at how he plays here in the hammer version, and then I will show you how I was using him to kill Uber Diablo and how I'm gonna use him to kill Uber Tristram also. So just run around here. Actually, let's go to the sanctuary. Let's use here some teleporting so we can get there a little bit faster. There we go. And let's see how he plays. So this is actually the only character where I'm not using my my prayer mercenary. I wanted to do something different with this guy. So he has a Reaper's Toll, he has Tarasha's Mask, and he has a Shaft Stop. I haven't really spec'd him out completely yet. We have here a Holy Freeze Aura. I already found Daryl's Visage, but I chose not to put it on him yet because I don't really want to use a socket quest to cancel out the minus fire res on it just yet, and it's not ethereal, so but as you can see, he plays pretty well. We're on players 5 and he kills pretty easily everything here. So super nice. Let's just take out one of the seals so we can get a little bit better view. I actually enjoy playing. Oh, that was a nice ring we found there. Nice. I actually enjoy playing the running version here of the Hammerden. Super nice, and with charge and vigor, he actually plays pretty well. So, and then I like to switch here over to Redemption Hour just to get it's like popping a full rejuve, right, when you switch over. So let's see, let's pop a seal here. I'm missing some resistance here because of the curse. This is one nice thing about the Prayer Mercenary, right, that you don't really have to worry about curses at all because he takes care of it. Alright, so I have a good feeling about this. We already dropped a unique ring, so I think we'll just finish it up here. I'll just do a little bit quickly here and not kill all of the mobs, but let's just see if Diablo has a good surprise for us today. We already found a cold skiller and a unique ring, so alright, we have one more seal left. Yeah, so I've been finding a lot of good stuff. I will show it at the end of the video, some of all of the drops that I found, but Andariel and Mephisto has been super awesome. Like, I did 1 hour of terrorized Mephisto runs, and in 1 hour he dropped me a Shaco, an Arachnid Mesh, and a Viper Magi. And I was just like, this is just incredible. Like, I was not even believing it, and I see my Merc died, I didn't even realize. So that was super crazy, and he has been just awesome. Mephisto, he has given me so much good shit, and Andariel as well, but I will show it off when we get to the end of the video. So let's just see if we can just... I like to clear out at least the mobs around this one, because Lord Disace, he seems to be a runner, so when he runs around with the fanaticism aura, it can be a real struggle to kill him. So let's just kill him first, and then boom. Alright, so let's see what you have. There we go. Oh yes. So we got some nice drops from Diablo also. Let's see if some of them actually identify as well. Poison and cold res, not really. Fire res, nope. Let's see, nope. Let's see the ring. Nago, very poorly rolled Nago ring. That sucks. But let's save it anyways. Alright, so let's take a look at how we will gear him out when we're doing Ubers. So when I was doing Ubers, I was using a smoke, I was using a G-face, smoke, G-face. I was just not using Gore Riders because I haven't found them yet. I was actually using Goblin Toes, so they give more crushing blow, but Gore Riders give deadly strike and open wounds. So I was already getting open wounds here from Drax, so it was working just fine. We are not using the Spirit, we're actually using the Sakarum shield here. The rings, I was using the same rings. The belt, I was using the same belt. I was also using Maras, and I was using the Spirit Sword because I hadn't found a better sword yet. So now I have a lightsaber and an Ashurath. Like, the magic and cold damage from here and the lightning damage and magic damage from here are not added to the smite as far as I know, so it's not gonna give a bunch of extra damage, but I'll probably use this one to do the Ubers because it has all skills, it has increased attack speed, so it'll be nice until I find a low rune to make a grief. So let's just put it on. So this will probably be the gear that we're going to be using. We will have, let's take a look here at the resistances. All of them are capped. Lightning res, we need to get a lot higher, or we need to be using the Salvation Aura to take down Mephisto, and for him we will probably also be using Thunder God's build here for the lightning absorb. Or we could also be using the lightsaber. It also has lightning absorb. Both are good options. Let's see here what we get from crushing blow. 30% attack speed. We have 35% open wounds and 50% change of crushing blow and 30% deadly strike. So it should be super fine to do the Ubers. Just gear him back to what he normally wears. Here, spirit and the scalders and the boots. Alright, put the anni here. And let's take a look at some of the good finds that we have found. As you can see here in the keys, we have enough keys to do one Uber run now. These are all the terror keys here, hate keys and destruction keys. So we just found one more. But yeah, I'll probably wait until I have 9 of each key to be able to do 3 runs in a row, just to make it a little bit more efficient and make sure that we get 3 chances to ID a good torch. Let's see here in helms and gloves if we found any good cool stuff. We have here Anderyl's Visage, a mask that I was using lore. We have Ariad's face. Found Jalal's mane. Here for the Merc, we have another G phase and a Warhead, and then we have a bunch of Dracul scraps. I find so many, and the same with Triangles. Let's see what else we have. Armors. I don't think we have a lot of fun stuff in here. Yeah, we have Armor's robes that with energy shield. I was thinking I might be used for pre-buffing, but I'm not really using it. Then I found an Arcane Valor also with 1 to all skills. I think when I get my Nova Sorc a little bit higher, I'm gonna put an Arcane Valor on the Merc to bump up the prayer aura. Runes, as you'll see, I just have a bunch of low runes. The high runes are all here. The Burr and the Vex, which Vex is technically not a high rune, right? But anyways, so we just have a bunch of runes here to reroll spirit, and then just a bunch of Ral runes here to do crafting, and that's basically it. Some other useful runes that we're gonna use. What else do we have of fun stuff? I found a lot of good rares and a lot of nice charms, boots and belts. We also have some fun stuff. So we found a bunch of net boots. These one rolled pretty nice. We found a bunch of sandstorm treks also. Found a triangles belt also, very nice. Some string of ears. What else did we find that I'm not using? Jewelry. We found a bunch of jewelry from Andariel, right? You already saw I have 3 Maras already. These are all Ravenfrosts. Nature's Peace, Throstar, Carrion Wind. I didn't find a Wisp Protector yet, but and then all of the unique amulets. We have Rising Sun, Atmos, Cat's Eye, Saracens, Mahimok, basically all of them. And I still haven't found Tal Rasha's amulet yet, so that sucks a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, we found a lot of good shit already. I think I actually have an extra Saccharum shield here. There you go. So we found a lot of awesome stuff already just in less than 20 hours of doing anni and Mephisto runs. So yeah, super easy. Like, just put it on whatever player account that you feel comfortable and then just start farming. Like right now we have terrorized pits, which would actually be optimal to use our Nova Sorc to go do some running there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave any comments below, and if you're still watching and you like the video and you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I really appreciate it, and yeah, cheers!